All right, this is for someone who asked me to do a mortar mix to show them the proper mortar mix for brick pointing. So I'm just going to load this up. Let me do something here. So what I'm going to do is a couple of things. I'm going to grab some regular Portland cement. This is Portland. This is it's a sample illustration, if you will. We'll come back to these piles in just a second. I'm going to put the Portland in there, and we're going to tap this until we filter it out. As you can see, it's becoming a fine powder with some of the solids material still left behind. Now this can still become a Portland, but we're looking at our materials first. And all this should come to there. So now we know that our Portland is pretty much pure. There's not contaminated with stone. So now we have a known. So we have a known. And you shouldn't use your hands, but we're going to use our hands for this experiment. So we now we have a known. We have pure Portland, if you will. It's not pure, of course. It will react and act differently. But now, this is a rapid set product. And what we're going to do now is, and you're going to grab any product you like, and now you're going to filter this. And you're going to get your fines, your different materials. Can we see that? We're getting in a different material pile now. You'll see where this all goes for what we're going to do. I'm going to first reverse engineer for you, showing you how we'll reverse technique it, if you will, show you what's going on. Now we got these fines like this. We still got some larger fines, materials. You grab a different strainer. So I'll grab this strainer, which is a little larger. Now larger pieces and the smaller pieces will come through this one. I'll zoom in for you guys in a second. Let me see if I can do that now. Okay. Good. Now this is a mixture of both. The fines and up to that size there. So now we have 3 piles of materials. How does that help you? Well, you can see the grinds. Here's the mortar we want to match. This is the joint, it's the mortar joint you want to come out. Now we try to guesstimate, we look at it, and you can see that the size of the aggregate. You start inspecting the size. You're like, okay, I need some aggregate about that size. Where can I find them from? Well, you've got to try to find them and then match the materials that you can research, including color. Except for like beach sand. You don't want to really use beach sand, right? It's got salts in it. So there we are. We try to match the colors up and the size. And we take a piece of material, literally, your wall system, and you then crush it. You literally break off a piece first. So we'll take that piece there, right here. Actually, this is a nice piece also. You can get some details out of it. Hold on. Let me see if I can focus on that for you. So you're going to get some details out of that. And now, once you have a good sample, you're going to break it, but don't crush down your pieces. Don't you be the force that breaks it into a smaller piece when it wasn't supposed to be in a smaller piece. So you got to be kind of careful how you do this. And you're going to start inspecting and size stones you come up with, and that's going to be your base aggregate. Same thing with this now. You would go to your primary piece again, and you try to figure out percentages of the stones. And that looks like it was an odd stone. No, I'm sorry, I lost you. That looked more like an odd stone in the original video I showed you. The first of this. That's that one piece of stone you saw, because clearly they're not large stones inside this. It's just more of a white mortar with a very fine, let me see if I make sure that's clear, with very fine stone. Try about that, trying to get it clear. With very fine small stones, which would probably be similar to this mix. And now you try to match how much mortar. And you do a sample mock-up. Now you would do it percentage-wise. You say, wow, that looks like about maybe 30% of these stones, maybe even 40%. So you make up a mix with white mortar, 40% of these stones, mix it together and see what you're missing. And you might just be simple as just it's a white mortar with these fine stone in it to do the reproduction. I'm sorry, I lost you a little bit. To do the reproduction of it. As I scroll it over, as I scroll that over there, I mean, it's just blending in. You know, I'd say it's at least about 40%. Finding these aggregators is a challenge when you're doing restoration. But you can, once you start hunting them down, you'll see that you can probably find it in a lot of premixes and break them apart. The manufacturers have access to a lot more stuff than they sell for typical. Even trying to buy it out of China or whatever. All right, so that's my video on that I said I would help somebody determine what was going on. That piece over there. Okay, you can't even see it anyway. So there we have it. There we have it. And when you put these together, this has cement in it. This actually has cement in it. There's a mortar in it. So if I was to add water to this, it would become hard. It would hydrate. It would become hard. It would hydrate. I would hydrate it. Ending the video. Hope that helped for your finding out your which mortar mix to mix. I guess while I'm here, this is an engineered soil. Let me pull it over. This is an engineered soil. It's off a roadway. When you're doing roads, it's compressive ability, its ability to hold together. It's not soil cement, which I can talk to you about in another video, but it's an awesome product. It's not just simple dirt that you see on the highways.